Okay, all right. Today we are getting a pretty normal start on time wise. For today we have no crazy news except for FOMC meeting minutes, but by 1 p.m. I'm probably not going to be trading anymore. Um Normally I do trade till 1 p.m., but that's if I'm not recording cuz I'm not trying to record a 7-hour trading session right now. But yeah. Oh my god, that hurt. Okay. Um, but yeah, let's see. Let's see. Oh, what has Price been doing? So this is. Oh yeah, I'm 10 minutes delayed, so 5 a.m., 2 a.m., and 12 a.m. Okay, so Asia session we kind of consolidated body wise. However, we did have a 221 expansion bullish. We expand bullish here and expand bullish here, which indicates bearish here and bullish here. But we sweep these highs. But there are still more highs to target. So maybe we continue bullish and we trust the delayed protraction. I usually trust the delayed protraction over the normal protraction. So we swept the high on all of the charts, Dow Jones, S&P, and NASDAQ. However, NASDAQ is nearing on the Asian highs, while the other two have not come close just yet. London high could be counted. Down to the 15-minute. See, price is just consolidating. We might want to go bearish just to fill regular trading hours first. And then bullish right after. But yeah, okay. So we're 10 minutes behind, so I have about 5 more minutes. Yeah, a little bit more than 5 minutes until market opens. So I'm just gonna relax and chill, wait it out. God damn, that's loud.
Just dropped, and Dynamo got nerfed. Dynamo's first ability, Kinetic Pulse, has had its spirit scaling reduced from 1.8 down to 1.65. That's an 8.5% damage nerf. In addition, Dynamo's third ability, Quantum Entanglement, has had its cooldown increased from 19 seconds up to 20 seconds. Do you think Dynamo deserved these nerfs? A brand new Deadlock update just dropped, and Dynamo got nerfed. Dynamo's first ability, Kinetic Pulse, has had its spirit scaling reduced from 1.8 to 1.65. That's an 8.5% damage nerf. In addition, Dynamo's third ability, Quantum Entanglement, has had its cooldown increased. Ren has a hidden Deadlock that 99% of players don't know. Rem by default has a 10% critical hit reduction. This means that Rem takes 10% less damage from headshots. Rem's headshot hitbox is larger than the rest of his body when compared to other heroes. Mo and Krill also have reduced headshot damage, but theirs is more than Rem's, sitting at 20%. And Seven actually has the biggest head hitbox, so he has a minus 35% headshot reduction. Rem has a hidden passive ability in Deadlock that 99% of players don't know about. REM by default has a 10% critical hit reduction. This means that REM takes 10% less damage from headshots. REM's headshot hitbox is larger than the
I rotated the tires on the Ranger, and since then I've had a really bad shake in the front end. So today we're gonna flip.
Yes. Okay, I'd like to see this. So we're coming to fill. Where's regular trading hours? Regular trading hours is down here. Well, technically it's this, but yes. Because if we look on NASDAQ here, oh, this is E-mini. Let me, oh, I have it open down here. No, this is still E-mini. Wait, where is NASDAQ? There you go. Am I, oh my god, am I dumb? I might be slow. There, I'm slow. Am I still slow? There you go. So yeah, okay, right here. Market's gonna go open and go down, dip, bearish. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Yeah, down to fill this up probably. Oh, there's an SMT. There is an SMT divergence. Okay, so on the slower time frame, because the 5 minute we can see this swept this low, this swept this low, but this didn't sweep this low. So yeah, we're gonna take a bullish trade. This is market open. There's the bullish push. We kind of wick. We turn down the opacity on this so everyone can see it. Big wick. Kind of move down still. All right. Okay. We can close pretty strong here. I don't want to leave a really big wick, but if we can leave like a tiny medium-sized wick, that's fine. Nah, that's about half the candle. Okay, so now let's start putting in some positions. I forgot I am 10 minutes behind. Let's start off with having only 3 and then add on from there because this is Sunday open. just wait. And Sunday Open can easily reject price, so... Or we could break through it. Okay. So... Apparently we just touched my first position and my second position. In 10 minutes, I guess we're gonna touch these two. Yikes. The 9:30 to okay, so at 9:42 we're gonna touch into these positions, I guess. Only these two so far. I'm waiting to see this one get hit. Don't be fooled. This says I'm up 300, but it's following this price for what I have right now, and then it got in because 10 minutes into the future of price action, we got in on these two levels. Oh, this kind of sucks because I would get in more positions at different locations if I could see what was happening 10 minutes in the future, but right now I can't see what's happening 10 minutes in the future, so I don't know if I can get in on any more positions right now or not. Ugh. This is the 8:30 level. 30-minute does kind of show a bearish. But wow, this sucks. I forgot how hard it is to trade on delayed times. Okay, so we close on the 8:30 and above Sunday Open, which is pretty good, pretty decent to show. I'm gonna go ahead, look at this 50%. We do sweep a few more lows on S&P 500 that NASDAQ didn't sweep. This low in particular, I believe. Yes, this low in particular. Wow. Okay. Dow Jones just took out everything. Which is even better for me then. Since Dow Jones is sweeping all of these lows down here, and S&P 500 and NASDAQ hasn't, it's safe to assume we're bullish on those two. Oh, wow. What is Dow Jones doing? Okay, so price comes down. Supposedly 7 minutes from now is when we get entered in these two positions. So I don't know why this one just entered. Oh, well, maybe because these were already hit. Oh, freak me. Maybe because we swept this low already. Alright, well, if we sweep this low, it's not even my fault, realistically speaking. It's not even counting it because I'm, again, 10 minutes into the future. Because I had my entry here at, what was it, 31? Well, at the close of 32 was when I got in, which means at 42 is when my entry got hit. And we didn't get this, which means price came up and then hit these two and didn't hit this one, and we're climbing. So, okay. Oh, that sucks because then I didn't really even take a good trade. So realistically, I would have lost this trade here. Which is fine because it wouldn't have been very much. Yeah, it would have been like 200. Um, Here, let me just close it because I'm just gonna go ahead and put long and short positions instead of actually taking trades now, because it's delayed markets, so they're kind of not easy to see or to take trades. I might have to buy an account for this series. Um, but that's fine. I could just continue doing this instead. Yeah, all of them swept this high already. And Dow Jones is sweeping these lows that we have not swept. So I don't know why this short candle came out here, but it came out, I guess. Maybe instead we just take a long from down here. Right there. We say we got in there. Okay. uh Target. Well, what do we see during Asia? Asia was 221 points, I remember. So we would be targeting up to like the ISP. That's not what I want to do. Yeah, we would be targeting up to like the ISP. Let's drag these stops a little bit more. I can give it 40 points. I'll give it 40 points and I'll just say that's that, right? Because I want to see bullish on the day, not only because of delayed protraction and AM session open, but also because that SMT is just so strong. Like, look at this. Nasdaq doesn't sweep London lows. S&P 500 doesn't sweep London lows. But then over here we sweep London lows and come right next to Asian lows on Dow Jones. So I see no reason for us to, I guess, continue lower. This is liquidity within liquidity, though. Okay, so with that liquidity sweep, I'm pulling up to the low, right? And then if we can close above this 50% line, close above this 50% line, and above 18 open. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to wait to see if we get a retracement. If we get a retracement, that's nice. I'm pulling up to break even. My first take profit would be right here. I think I have a... I don't have one. I thought I had a specific line for that. We're going to use... Fuck me. I don't have a specific line for that, so we're just gonna go ahead and use volume nodes. Pretend these are my take profit levels, right? So my first one would be right here. Okay, there's the retracement. What happens off of this retracement? Give me 5 seconds. I want this candle to engulf the bearish candle. Either this candle or the next candle. One of these two need to engulf the bearish candle completely, which means the entire body and at least most of this wick. But it kind of just follows the body. Okay. But with that bullish closure, I'm pulling up to break even by this point. So now I'm fully protected in terms of stops. So this is my first TP here. This one all the way back there would be my second TP. Because this is the high from Asia. Yeah. Okay, and then third TP would be right there at this fair value gap. Fourth TP would be... No, I don't want to use that long-term buy-side liquidity again. Right here. At this level. It seems like an ISP. Maybe it's more like a support and resistance zone. So yeah. And then full TP is the ISP up there. Okay, so neither of those candles... That kind of sucks. Kind of scary. Because I'm... my stops are already dragged up to break even. But... Okay. I don't like seeing it like this. So... how do I... Okay. We're gonna say my stops are at break even, but I don't like seeing... I like seeing the arrow show me where price is going. But yeah, stops are already at break even. Okay, that's nice. That is a good move. That is a great move. Okay, beautiful. First take profit, done. So if this were 2 contracts at 100 points, let's see the calculator real quick. So 2 contracts is $1. So that's $413. This is $552. This is $782. This is $992. Okay, $1,500. Okay, so this first one is okay, let's so 413 plus 554 plus 782 plus 991 plus 1584. So my total position size right now is at 4,324, which is actually not even that much. I thought it was a little bit more. I thought it was like 6K ish. But yeah. I'm kind of sad that I I can't take the actual trade. But if I do take the actual trade, it would be 10 minutes in the future, right? So right now it's 46. I would be at wherever 56 is at. Oh, and there's second TP. So right now I'm up about 1,000, right? 400 plus. Yeah, I'm up about 900 something, 990. But yeah. So I couldn't take the trade because we're delayed by 10 minutes. Oh wow, my eye just shed a booger. And if I were to take it, I would be 10 minutes advance in the future. And I didn't think about that. So it's kind of a little tiny bit hard to take trades. But I think I'm instead just going to go ahead and do these position sizes instead. Just so people can visualize what I would take. That first trade I would have taken, I definitely would have lost because of this. Drake candle. Big. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You know. Um, I would have lost because of this for sure. But after this sweep, still, I would have been pretty confident in taking longs, just because this Dow Jones move, right? We already had an SMT, but then we just created a secondary SMT, just to show me, hey, I'm definitely bullish, right? Um, this liquidity sweep doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? But I can understand that we did want to take some form of liquidity on the Nasdaq and S&P before we moved up, because Dow Jones took out some form of liquidity already. So I got in midway through this candle while it was moving. So yeah. I do need to go poop. So I might just leave this running for a little bit while I poop, because I haven't eaten breakfast and I need to really take a poo poo, and I need to let my dog out to pee. But it's raining, as you can see outside. I don't think you can see actually. No, yeah, it looks bright outside, but no, it's raining outside. So yeah, we remember stops are already at break even. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and put a sell stop line here, or a sell side liquidity line here, as an indication that that's my sell side liquidity, and I want price to reject off of the buy side liquidity here. But yeah, okay, I think I am gonna go use the restroom because I need a number 2 really badly. If this takes out my break even, I'm done for the day. Because I made 1,000, that's all I really need. But there's a 50% here that we could use. And the 30-minute already closed. Yeah, 30-minute already closed, pretty bullish. Whoa, actually, I'm a fat chud liar. Why did I think 9:45 was the close? Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna leave it because I really need to use the restroom. I will be back. I will probably speed this section of the video up just to, make it easier for you guys to watch. I'll be back. Wow. All right. Well, I mean that's that for the day. I'm not gonna trade anymore because we hit break even after I had already taken about 1,000 in profit. So I definitely could have taken more in profit for sure. Um, but I will leave this position here. Uh, because later during the trade recap, I'll probably do it late in the day again. During the trade recap, I'm gonna go ahead and see if this position eventually hit or not, and if I should have kept my stop loss down here, or if I could have, just saved myself a ton of losses, right? But I'm not too mad about it because I already made my profit for the day. So today is definitely a winning day in my books. 1,000%. Oh, it says I technically profited. How? Oh, yeah, because I'm 10 behind. Yeah, because when I closed it, even though it was down here, I technically closed around somewhere up here because I closed like right here, right? I closed it at 9:36, which means at 46. Yeah, I closed it at 9:46, which was basically what I was aiming for anyway. Yeah, so I'll leave this position running. Technically, I won on my day, so I will be taking this as a win in my books. So yeah, I will do the trade recap later today. I will see what I could have done a little bit better. Um, I mean, I think today's more than likely going to be like a late in the afternoon type of day, for movement wise, but we will see. Yeah, I'll post a recap later.